Dogs possess remarkable qualities of gentleness, compassion, and emotional intelligence, placing them among the most caring creatures on our planet. Their nurturing instincts extend to their puppies, exhibiting a level of care that rivals the devotion of human adults towards their own infants. From the very instant they embrace the arrival of their puppies, dogs wholeheartedly strive to be exceptional parents, committed to providing unwavering love and protection. Such was the scenario when Luna, an Argentinian dog, experienced the miracle of childbirth. However, as her owner approached to witness the arrival of the adorable puppies, an astonishing and surprising sight awaited. Luna, a dog of remarkable beauty and impeccable manners, had an extraordinary surprise in store. Throughout her life, Luna had been at ease in the presence of humans, reveling in the affection and attention bestowed upon her. Effortlessly calm and composed, she exuded a tranquil demeanor that could not have been more serene. Luna cherished the company of both fellow canines and humans, delighting in the art of socializing and forging connections. Residing on the fringes of a bustling Argentinian metropolis, the exquisite dog shared her life with an owner who cherished her as the epitome of pride and delight. Thus, it came as a profound revelation to Luna's owner when she observed the telltale signs of pregnancy in her beloved companion, anticipating the imminent arrival of a substantial brood of precious puppies. With a veterinarian's confirmation of her impending motherhood, Luna's owner discovered that she would soon be blessed with the arrival of 7 or 8 precious puppies. Though unexpected, this surprise was met with open arms. As Luna had never experienced motherhood before, her owner held unwavering faith in her innate instincts and knew that she would rise to the occasion, transforming into an extraordinary and nurturing mother. Luna's owner had witnessed her gentle and affectionate nature with other animals, affirming her unwavering belief in Luna's capacity for love and care. Whether it was the neighbor's cat that had wandered into the garden or her friend's pups that had come to visit, Luna would treat them gently and with the love and respect they needed. It's a rare thing to see a dog sue in harmony with every living thing around it. So, it was always quite a touching thing to see. Little did Luna's owner know just how far that love and affection would extend. The dog's belly soon became swollen full of the puppies that she would be giving birth to, and for one restless night, Luna brought 7 tiny babies into the world. It was a miracle that they all survived, as often with a litter so big 1 or 2 of them don't make it. But miraculously, someone must have been smiling down on Luna and allowed all 7 of her puppies to live. Her owner was overjoyed and gave both Luna and her puppies plenty of attention. She made sure that she provided Luna with extra care, though after all it was her first litter and there was a good chance she may struggle to cope with their energy and to feed them all. Luckily, she took the task like a duck to water. Luna was a natural mother from the moment the puppies were born. She knew exactly what to do, how to treat them, and even had no issue breastfeeding. A task that surprisingly few dogs can do on their first few tries. The vet was called out for a house visit, and as she checked the puppies over, Luna was allowed to roam the field just beyond the garden. It was her favorite thing to do, and she loved stretching her legs and running. After half an hour, Luna's owner heard the dog door flap open. As she was seeing the vet to the door, it was obvious that she had just returned from her fun in the field. The vet left, and Luna's owner, having just spent the past half an hour with the puppies, made her way upstairs to bed. She shouted to Luna, who dutifully came bounding to the bottom of the stairs and looked up at her owner as if to bid her good night. Little did the owner know what she would wake up to in the morning. Screaming filled the air. Luna's owner's eyes popped open, and she listened carefully to the sound of a distressed child. She was immediately alarmed because it was clear that the crying was coming from within her own house. Pulling on her dressing gown, she barreled downstairs, heading toward the source of the noise. But as she walked into the room where Luna and her puppies were staying, her eyes became wide with shock and confusion at the sight that greeted her. The puppies were in their usual pile feeding from Luna, but underneath the adorable mass of fur protruded a tiny human hand, a baby's hand. The owner froze in her tracks and could barely breathe. Why was there a human baby there? The owner panicked and gently plucked the baby from the litter of puppies. Luna looked on passively, seemingly content that she'd done her job of looking after the poor crying child. She had kept it warm and even cleaned it with her tongue. Luna understood that even though the baby wasn't one of her own, it still required love, attention, and looking after. But where on earth had the baby come from in the first place? Luna's owner had absolutely no idea. She wrapped the child in a soft cotton blanket and took it to the authorities, explaining how and where she found it. Before long, they started a nationwide manhunt to find the mother. After several weeks of petitioning and searching, though they were no closer to discovering the identity of the poor child's parents, what they had managed to do, though, was figure out the timeline of events and how Luna ended up caring for the infant. They established that at that point, the baby was 6 weeks old. It was found in a field on the outskirts of a city where teenage and underage pregnancy was rife. So the authorities pondered whether the child was the result of an unwanted pregnancy. The mother must have abandoned the child in a field, and Luna had stumbled across the baby while wandering around and taking a walk. Judging by the small bite marks on the back of the child's neck, it was evident that Luna had picked the child up and carried it to her litter. She then kept it safe and looked after it overnight, treating it like one of her own until it was discovered by her owner. She must have slipped the child through the dog door with her the night before, as her owner was seeing the vet out of the house. Luna had curled up around the baby and even managed to get it off to sleep. As the infant slept, it had rolled over, bringing it closer to the edge of the bedding and away from the other puppies. Luna woke up and noticed she had moved away, stood up and walked around to the baby, where she began to gently push her back towards the center of the bed and into the mass of sleeping puppies. Luna knew that she couldn't let the poor child get cold, as it might become sick or even get hurt if it rolled any further out of bed. She remained wrapped around her litter and the baby until it started to stir as the morning sunlight started to fill the room, then as she fed her own puppies their morning milk. She lay gently, nuzzling the baby, licking its head and face in a show of love and affection. It didn't matter one bit to Luna that the baby wasn't hers. What mattered was that she looked after it. The act of selflessness displayed by the loving dog was truly remarkable. Fortunately, the baby was swiftly adopted and nurtured by a caring family, growing up to become a compassionate and conscientious individual. The challenges of her early years were left behind, as her new family prioritized her future and embraced the journey ahead. While they understood the story, Luna's adoptive parents believed it best not to disclose the circumstances surrounding their daughter's abandonment. Nevertheless, every year without fail, they sent gifts for Luna's birthday and Christmas, which she joyfully embraced. Luna's role in the baby's life, however, would never be forgotten. Had Luna not discovered and nurtured the child alongside her own puppies, the infant's chances of survival would have been slim. Abandoned in a field, the child would have faced a desolate fate. Recognized as a hero, Luna received a special award in Argentina for her fearless act of saving a life. Instinctively, she cared for the child and provided everything needed for its survival, acting without hesitation. Thoughts on this heartwarming story? How would you react as Luna's owner if you found an abandoned baby among her puppies? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.